Welcome to this update for Musitech Student, July 2016. Since the end of the A2 exam, we've been tirelessly working on a few updates. These have been a year in the making, and it was a shame that they weren't ready last year, but we've had to take a little bit more time, kind of consider what we're actually doing. One of the main areas that we've put in place, and is still being developed, and hopefully over August and before September starts, everything should be completed, is to sort out the navigation, to make everything simpler to find and simpler to navigate through, so you spend less time searching and more time being active on the site and more time learning the skills that you need. This is really important to the philosophy of what we do moving forward. This is the old home page, and we're not currently finished this yet, and hopefully by the time September comes you'll have a completely new home page, so you'll be forgiven if you think not much has changed. But as you look into the navigation, you'll see a lot's changed. We've stripped down everything to the core items of the site. So starting from the top, your subscriptions area is basically how you sign up. You have a new dashboard area, so once you log in, you're instantly taken to the dashboard now. And you have this contacts area, so if you get stuck, you can just come and contact us. Then we've got rid of all of our drop downs. So whereas it used to be you scroll on here and then you'd go and find what you want and then you'd search down, we were working out that it was taking between 4 and 8 clicks to actually get to the right information. Our philosophy has been, let's make that a maximum of 4 clicks, but in most cases it can be done in 2 or 3 clicks. So all of them have gone, and we've separated the site out into these main areas. So the A-Level Music Tech, which is our primary focus. So everything that you need for A-Level Music Tech, you can just click on this button now and it will take you straight there. Then this music production area, this can be seen as your skills area. So if you want to learn Logic Pro, you want to learn Ableton, or you want to learn about mixing, mastering, recording, this is where you'll come. So it's kind of a secondary point. The A-Level just focuses in on the course itself and all the relevant courses built around that. Then this focuses in on the skills, and then after that you have the courses, which is a crossbreed of both. So literally you get courses for everything, and they've been filtered down as well. And then you've got our new training area. And the aim of this is actually to put all of our live training and all of our weekly training and our quick tips and our tutorials in one place. So these can be seen as the small nuggets, if you like, whereas the courses are kind of big flowing courses and take a little bit of time to complete. The training, you should be spending 20 minutes, get some training, get some practice and do it. The whole philosophy with this site now is get you guys up and running as quickly as possible. And then obviously we've got this log out area. So let's start by taking you to the dashboard. So once we click on the dashboard, you'll see that we have all of our main areas again, and you're going to be presented with this. One criticism from the last system is it was very hard to find out kind of when your subscription ended or things like that. So now we've added this link that just says, hey, go and have a look at your subscription, and it tells you when it's ended. We have this forum area where you can just go and have a look at common questions or just talk to like-minded students or teachers. Then we have the profile area where you can change all your settings. So this has become very clear and concise, and every time you log in, this is the first thing that you see now. We've also started work again on our learning record. This has still got a long way to go, but as you can see, it's functional and it is working. But this has always been the core of our site, to make sure that students and teachers can see how things are progressing. As you scroll down, you've got all the relevant areas, which is really nice, and then you've got the latest from the blog. This will be developing still and going forward, but it's nice to see that we have this proper dashboard now. So let's have a look at one of the other pages. Let's have a look at the A-Level Music Tech page and see how this has been greatly improved. So straight away you see you can take a tour and you can find out what this page is all about, which is great. You've got this top area here which takes you instantly to the stuff that you need. So if you're an AS student, you can say, okay, let's go straight to the AS, either coursework or courses, which is great. If you're brand new to the course or you're a brand new student, you think, actually, I don't even understand what this course is about, you can click on the overview and that will take you to the breakdown of the course. You know, really simple to get to. If you're an A2 student, you have the same thing. And then finally, I have this new teachers area. Let me just skip over to the teachers area, see what you guys have got over there. We've separated out the subscriptions a little bit more. So we now have a subscription for just students and we have a subscription for just teachers. The teachers will have access to all of this area, and we've really felt that this was relevant so that we can push for teachers to have their own area and to have more resources. So what we have here is you have the same overview, you have your schemes of work, your lesson plan, a group dedicated for teachers, and then you go back to the overall A-level page. Nice and easy. And over here you have a course. So if you're brand new to teaching music tech, we created a course a few years ago, and that should help you through that. We have a teacher's toolkit with all the lesson plans, presentations, worksheets, practice papers. Coming up, we're going to do some action plans. We're going to do some quick tips. That should be good. We have our trainings area, so you should be able to get to this from here, or you'll be able to get to it from here. We have the group. This is going to be quite interesting. We're looking at a reporting grid. So for September, that basically allows you to report to your students and show them their progress. And the idea with this, as soon as you've done some marking, is it will be able to ping out your students an email and show them exactly where they are and what they need to work on. It's still a work in progress, but it's looking quite good. So back to the students area, and then we've started work on this 2017 specification, and that will be improved as we go through. So once again, absolutely loads and loads of stuff going on here. Have a look at the music production page. A very similar layout. So the top area is always the most relevant items, and then you have kind of filtered down. So we've broken up the production workflow now into 3 areas. This is still being worked on, so it's not ready yet. We also have some training sessions now. So a lot of our schools, they use Logic Pro or they use Cubase. So we're going to work on a Logic Pro training area. We're working on an Ableton training area, and hopefully we can employ someone to look at our Cubase area as well, so we can kind of cover the basic training elements for all of those things. Scrolling down, we also have the general topics as well, so microphone techniques, synthesis, sampling, dynamic processing, effects, and MIDI. These have always been there, but we're just looking at ways of improving them and ways of filtering down the most relevant content. So it always starts at basic, going into more advanced. Okay, so let's have a look at the Logic Pro training area. Once again, a bit of a work in progress. But what you're going to have is always the basic training at the top, so get started for the absolute beginner, and then you go down to your next set of courses, and then you'll go down to your more advanced topics and tutorials. So once again, still work in progress, but the course is looking quite good. I think we've got 4 lessons on it at the minute, and we're just going to build this out so it's got 10 lessons. So if we go to opening and saving, for instance, you'll see the actual layout of the course has completely changed. We've also opened up a lot more lessons now, so you can actually do a lot more tasters, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's have a look at the courses area. So we're still working on the courses area as per always, but this is something that is kind of close to the heart of everything we do. So making sure that you can filter down into all the different courses, making sure that kind of it's functional if you need to get to the courses. Training area, which is brand new, and we're currently running a training course called the Summer of Music Tech. So if you haven't joined yet, this is going until the 1st September. All of the courses are there, all of the lessons are there already, which is 40 lessons, and it's broken up into week training. The first 2 lessons of each week are free. The reason we've chosen Ableton is just purely because all students can download it for free and get a 30-day trial, and after the 30-day trial is finished, they can continue using the software. They can't save, but they can continue using the software and practicing these skills. And if you want your students ready for September, I can think of nothing better really. So that's a really good course. It's the same one we ran last year, and it was so successful we just kept it the same. That brings us pretty much to the end. Have a look round. If you've got any feedback, think that we can improve things, or just want to say how well we're doing, it's always greatly appreciated. And hopefully we'll be ready to go in September. Well, we'll definitely be ready to go in September, and hopefully you guys enjoy what you see, and we get loads and loads of good stuff, and ultimately important, we get really good results.